Offense for the Lions, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that really touch pass. They saw it coming, converted on it before they could get much out of it.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here's Lynch to throw.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. We're going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, roll, 19 tight, 19 right.
Here's Lynch. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
18 Radley. 50 Maverick.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will bring return for the Lions. Touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They're riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
This up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
It got his man complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game. Take the points when they're there. And put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Lions take over first down at their own 14-yard line.
On the 6.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That will throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. The Lions at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And
this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Back to 60, back to 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Lynch. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can...
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jameson Williams, his first rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Rolling to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he goes out right around the 39. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Lynch to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Lynch.
He's got this complete to Williams.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Put some points on the score.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well, as the second half is underway. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add something more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Maybe 2 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, here's Lynch. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. Touchdown, Detroit! DJ Chark, 38 yards. And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead. An extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Lions 42, Jaguars 6.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled in Detroit. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And that's pulled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A give, running right, Etienne. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Play action, it's Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And they will
touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tote for ETN.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Lions' 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And they'll run with ETN.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. That's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is a chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, Delta!
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. More than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game winning. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Lynch. This is caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a wrap. And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pointers.